So hello, welcome back. Brian Eno, Forever and Ever No More. New album by an icon, Brian Eno. No need to say much about this very, very important artist. But maybe let's get a bit into the album and the surroundings of the album, because there are some very special points in my opinion. You know, it started that it is released on his own label after a series of albums for Warp that he has recorded in the past decade. And this is quite an unusual album for Eno. Sure, the credit list will sound familiar to most Eno fans, but as with the world, the artist is also changing. Yeah, the main obvious unusual feature is that Forever and Evermore is a rare Brian Eno vocal record. Yeah, right, a vocal record by Brian Eno. Despite this being his 28th studio album, his earliest releases featured his singing. But we're talking 50 years later now. And so his vocals has changed a lot. It has gotten much lower and deeper. And that allows him to do really, really new things. He really plays with it. This is astonishing to see and to hear. You don't see it, excuse me. You hear to hear it. So even if the 10 tracks here are songs, the vocals are as much part of the music as any other instrument on this album. It's stunning. And fun fact, in a way, but I think it's worth mentioning, this is also a family album with really major distribution or contributions from his daughter, his brother, his niece. Yeah, why not? I mean, if they can do it, let them, and they can. And of course, let's not forget, in a way, his extended family with his regular collaborators. For example, the composer John Hopkins. What an artist! His solo projects are always, or in the very most cases, total highlights. John Hopkins, 2 thumbs up. Or graphic designer Nick Robertson, guitar player Leo Abrams, and Claude Simmons, singer of drone pop band Fovea Hex. Really important, great musicians that collaborated here with Brian Eno, and those musicians, those artists really make it an exceptional, special album. Great stuff. And as with most of Eno's work, there are underlying themes here. One being, for example, the Soviet Union collapse and how things changed so fast in the world. And other things, for example, he goes into, without being too political in a way, is of course the climate crisis and changes. In the last regard, the album sonically reflects on how nature changes, either by itself or because of human actions. And these things he reflects with this atmospheric, ambient, calm, soothing waves of beautiful music. This is stunning. And here comes this strong point from Eno. I think he's always has been an observer, a thinker of those kind of phenomenons. And yeah, this makes his releases, his albums for a lot of people so special, and with this one, with the Forever and Ever No More, we don't have an exception. This really plays very well into his catalog. And what I do like, especially about those slightly politic themes, is that he is not didactic or trying to force you into something. It really feels okay in a way, no pressure. And yeah, so this is a very, very, very welcome album. Really liked it. And now let's go into the packaging and the overall quality of the sound and stuff like that. Although this is a single album, one record, we have a beautiful gatefold jacket. Very matte finish, beautiful. Sturdy enough, very, very nice job. Of course, we have non-polylined inner sleeves. Yet again, very beautiful, with the same matte finish, the same way they did the jacket. Beautiful job, very stylish, very aesthetic. And we have black vinyl. Here you can see the label. Well, maybe even 180 gram. Might be very sturdy. Good. And we have a resealable outer sleeve and a hype sticker. On the hype sticker it says, a stunning new song-based vocal album written and produced by visionary musician and artist Brian Eno. On 180 gram recycled black vinyl, didn't know that. And of course, above that, Forever and Ever No More, the title of the album. Yeah, the sound quality. Of course, another very important aspect. And again, we have a very beautiful sounding album, warm. The sound effects, let me call it that way, really floats beautiful through the room. This Brian Eno singing is dead centered, very nicely put into the music, not out of the music, which I do prefer. Very nice sounding, no complaints at all. Beautiful production, beautiful. Not a sound giant, not an effect giant, but they did it very well, because this would hurt the music. This would hurt the impression and not help it. So if you're into that kind of music, electronic, ambient, slightly drone, but skip the drone part. Electronic ambient, beautiful one, highly recommended. He is masterclass quite often, and Brian Eno, no more need to say. Thank you very much for your time. See you on the next one. Bye.